Good afternoon and welcome to Buzz News. I'm Ira Lemon. Your headlines today. Bournemouth's reaction to unrest in Iran. Care home hold event to tackle Monday blues. Two local pool swimmers are set to hit the front page as they qualify for Commonwealth trials. Iran's supreme leader has admitted that thousands of people have been killed during recent protests in his country. The protests began on the 28th of December after the Iranian currency hit an all-time low against the US dollar. Since then, there has been widespread violence and threats of intervention by US President Donald Trump.
Shouts of peace on the streets of Bournemouth, calling for the end to a regime that has been in power since 1989. Members of the community here have been grieving their friends and family back in Iran who have been killed over the last few weeks. There has been a near total internet shutdown in the country and getting information out is difficult. One of the protesters spoke about her anger.
What we are trying to express to the entire world, support us. We are fighting in Iran on behalf of you. We want support from the UK, and it just simply means just shut down their embassies, shut down and expel their diplomats. It is not difficult. We are not asking for any charity.
Last week, the Foreign Secretary summoned the Iranian ambassador over the unrest and announced a fresh wave of sanctions. But for the people protesting here, their message is clear. They want an end to the Supreme Leader's regime and for the violence in Iran to stop.
Branksome Heights Care Home held a Blue Monday event to combat loneliness. It involved residents and their families taking part in an afternoon of special entertainment and cakes.
The third Monday in January is known as Blue Monday, the year's most depressing day. Elderly people are more vulnerable to loneliness and social isolation, though care homes provide support for this.
So many people, by the time they are considering a care home, they can be almost on their knees themselves at home. Some of the family members who are the carer are often in need of a lot of TLC themselves, and it can be very lonely caring for someone at home. It's a huge amount of work, and of course it's very emotional when it's your loved one and you're caring at home. Very lonely. So a lot of people, by the time they come here, the amount of support and friendships that they make is kind of quite overwhelming sometimes.
Tori Turner, Buzz News, Bournemouth.
ITV presenter Jake Quickenden hosted a Cash for Campus event yesterday. There were games and activities for students to get involved in.
We've given away loads of stuff, cars, money, holidays. So, I mean, it's just lovely the fact that we get to give away these amazing prizes to families, to people. I did one where a dad won a trip to the F1 and he was so happy. His son organised it because he was an amazing dad. So it was just like really nice, really heartfelt, and he was buzzing to go to watch the Silverstone Grand Prix. That's not the most expensive prize we've given away, but prizes like that mean a lot, do you know what I mean? So.
It's National Cheese Day. In Bournemouth, independent cheese shops are keeping the craft alive every day. Dove City hosting its Cheese Festival in Christchurch this year, showcasing local flavours. The tradition is still going strong. Now let's hang over to our sports correspondent, Alex Rathbone.
This morning saw AFC Bournemouth bolster their midfield options with a new signing. Evan Morris has been at the Vitality Stadium.
Andoni Iraola has got his first sign of the January window through the door. They've signed highly talented Hungarian midfielder Alex Tor. The 20-year-old signs for a fee of around £12 million. Andoni Iraola has got his first sign of the January window through the door. They've signed highly talented Hungarian midfielder Alex Tor. The 20-year-old signs for a fee of around £12 million from Hungarian side Ferencváros. He could be here at the Vitality as soon as Saturday as the Cherries host Liverpool. Evan Morris, Buzz News, Bournemouth.
Hamworthy Recreation are pushing for a playoff spot this season in the Wessex League Premier.
Saturday's 1-0 win at Fawcett's Field moves the Rec to within 3 points of the playoff places. Recent weeks have brought changes to their squad, with Hamworthy now focused on building momentum at a crucial stage of the season. Their assistant manager spoke about what the team needs to do to maintain their push for the playoffs.
I think the league is so tight from kind of second right down to arguably 12th, really. It'll be about who puts a run together. We've had a bit of a transition probably the last 4 or 5 weeks in terms of outgoing players. We're starting to rebuild the squad, and not really an ideal time of the season to be rebuilding, but that's just the way it's gone.
They will now turn their attention to the next game, hoping to build on this win in their push for the playoffs. Alani Verrill, Buzz News, New Milton.
2 members from Poole Swimming Club have secured qualification for the Aquatics Commonwealth Trials.
Poole Swimming Club will be represented in the Commonwealth Games trials in April, with 18-year-old senior captains Hallie Harris and Freddie Beasley qualifying for the Open Age Group competition.
If you put in the hard work, then you can achieve anything that you want to achieve. It's my first one, so it means I can see what I can do.
The trials will see them step into a competitive field at the London Aquatics Centre, lining up against British internationals like Duncan Scott and Lauren Cox. They will compete in multiple sprint and middle distance events across all 4 strokes, having represented their club at national level and aiming for future Olympic selection.
There'll be a lot more competition, so there'll be a lot more of the more senior swimmers there, and I'll be able to see them competing in all the finals.
Qualifying for the trials has sharpened their sense of where they stand in British swimming, following in the footsteps of club alumni Jacob Peters, an Olympian and Commonwealth medalist.
I've got to this top level, and I've always dreamed of racing against the best, and hopefully one day I'll be seen as one of the best as well.
That's all we've got time for at 12. See you back here for our tea time show at 4 p.m. Goodbye.